Hi everyone, this is video 15, and today we're just going to be going over a bunch of practice problems relating to topics that we've been talking about for the past few videos, mainly lists, strings, and dictionaries. So let's get started. This first question is more of an intermediate level question. What we're going to do is we're going to write a function that takes a list and sorts the items from least to greatest. Now sorting is actually a topic we'll be talking a lot more about in the second part of this course, but I just want you guys to take a crack at trying to solve this problem. So there are many solutions to this problem, so I'm just going to go over the way I thought was most intuitive. You could have done many other ways as long as it works. So let's take a look at this. So we want to sort the given list from least to greatest. So an example is shown right here. How would we go about doing this? Well, when I tried these type of problems, I think about what I know for sure is true. I know whenever you sort a given list from least to greatest, that the minimum value in this list is always going to be the first value, right? That's generally how least to greatest sorting works. Alright, so I have that. Now what else do I need to know? I know, okay, let's think. Well, I know for sure that if the list is empty, then it's already sorted, really, because there's no elements in the list. So it's kind of a trivial case. Is there any other trivial cases we can think of? Well, if the list is of length 1 also, I know that it's basically sorted because we just have one element. There's nothing to compare itself with, so it's already sorted. So here's some initial ideas that I have. So let's just write them down. List length less than or equal to 1, already sorted. Okay? Now, what else do we need to know? Minimum item in list is always first. Okay, so let's just write this logic out first. So if the length of the list is less than or equal to 1, what we do is we just return the list. Okay, cool. So then what we have to do is we have to find the minimum item. So how do we find the minimum of a list? Well, there's actually a very handy function to do that. It's called min. The min function also works on a list. And so what this does, it goes through the list and finds the smallest item and returns it. So once we have that, what do we do? Okay. So let's think about this. If the minimum of this list is 1, okay? So how do I get the rest of this? Well, the key idea here is that the rest of this list right here, that I'm highlighting right now, is actually the sorted version of everything but the element that's the minimum, right? So you would agree that this list that's highlighted is a sorted version of this list. So this is the key idea here. What this means is that we can have a potentially recursive solution to this problem. So what do I do with once I get the minimum element? What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to take out that element from the list, and I'm going to combine the minimum element with the sorting of the whatever is left in the list. So this is the key idea here. So what we're going to do is we're going to return the minimum element plus the sort of the list. Okay? So, but what's the list right now? The list still has the minimum element in it. So the key idea is to just remove that element before. So I'm going to remove the minimum item. So just to go through this logic, we first check if the length of the list is less than or equal to 1. Then what we do is we have to check if the minimum, we take the minimum and then we remove that minimum from the list. So in this case we'll get everything but the minimum of the list, and then we sort that list, and then at the first element is obviously the minimum element of the list. So here's the key idea to solving this problem. So let's just make sure it works. Okay, so, oops. I got myself in a hole. Okay, sorry. So python-m doctest video. Oh, oops. Okay, there we go. So this works. So here's one solution to sort.